Hello, folks. I'm Ed Overstreet. Welcome to the Night Sky Imaging YouTube channel. And it's been a while. It's probably been 2 or 3 weeks since I've done a live stream of anything, uh, partly because of clouds, mainly because of clouds. But let's go outside and take a look at my imaging session that I've set up. If I can find it. And and see we should see we should got some feedback, so hang on a minute. I think that fixed that. All right, we are looking at the sun, and this is a live view of the sun. So I want to take you around. It's been very active, and we're approaching the solar maximum, and the sun cycles, and we're every several years, 11 years I think it is, and we are entering the period where the activity on the sun is ramped up, and it's called the solar maximum. So you'll see more sunspots, and let's just head around the sun and take a look at it. And here we go. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. Let's go to 4 times sidereal. And this is a pretty impressive sunspot right here. In fact, there's several of them. There's multiple sunspots in this area, and then some filaments, and then of course these two pretty massive sunspots. Oh, wrong way. I'm not paying attention. And as we head over, we're going to look at the rim in a minute and some of the flaring that's going up on the surface, but I have to overexpose the sun to do that. So right now I just want to kind of take you on a trip around the surface and show you some of the neat stuff going on. Check out this one. Is that not? You could fit 2, 3 Earth-sized planets inside this massive sunspot, and filament streaming out. More sunspots. There's been some flaring, but that's just huge. And we'll continue to move around the sun. Now, some of the stuff you're seeing are dust motes and dust bunnies on my optical train. And we're going to run into, check out this filament. That's got to be, trying to think, 12, 24, 48, say 100 to 300,000 miles long, guesstimate. And it's kind of calmer right here. during the solar minimum, there might not be any spots, any visible spots for periods of days. And here we have some activity, but compared to what else the sun is doing, it's not that remarkable. There's been days when I would have jumped up and down to have something like that to start imaging. I've already taken a few images. I imaged some this morning, and I started having electrical problems with the mount. So I removed that mount, and I put the solar kit on another mount. I'll show you where it is. We're going outside. I'm going to jump on the surveillance camera. It's trying to log out. Okay. Um, I had a telescope set up over here that I did for solar imaging, but I ended up fixing. I already started this summer, um, but evidently we got other problems. So I think I'm going to have to replace the board in it, but it's in the garage right now, all covered up, and I'll eventually bring it upstairs and take it apart and fix it if I can. Call for help if I can't. But this is what I'm using right now. There's a laptop right here covered by the cowl, and but the skies are looking outstanding. I'll got my skies for a change. There's the sun. But that's that's cool, and I don't need to go that far. Run into the fence. There's the solar panel that's powering all of this. And let's go back down. I get carried away. There's a delay with Wi-Fi. Come on, let's go up. Uh, Holy crap. Hang on. I want to image the sun, not my telescope. All right. It's saving every keystroke. And I'll fix it. It's not saving it, it's just delayed getting there. And uh, down one, over two, and that's over another one. I'm going to uncover the Rasa in about an hour and get it ready for imaging tonight. And that's the only telescope I'll be imaging tonight with. And I plan to go live tonight when I do that. Okay, let's head back to the sun, and I'm going to continue to move around the sun. And now we're going to use. All right. And again, this part of the sun's not that all that. There's no activity all that remarkable, but now we're running into that sunspot we kind of opened up. So um, and I'm thinking I'm going to do some imaging along this quarter of the sun, and I'll show you why. Um, I'm going to go up to my exposure, and I'm going to change the gain to 200. Say 210, and I'm going to change the exposure to say 25 milliseconds, and you can see uh, this this activity on the rim these solar flares that are shooting up thousands of miles, spewing plasma, nuclear fusion in action. And I'll have to go down and get my hand outside camera because here in the wind. Okay, wrong way. We'll just scoot across the rim of the sun, kind of show you the flaring that's going on. But I've been around it earlier, and the most impressive flaring is going on right where we started. I think it's where I'm going to head back. There's some nice activity there. Let's see. It seems to me that we've got some good spots to view here too. So let's go back up. Let's go down to 110 and 12 milliseconds. Yeah, this might be where I want to set up. Well, let's at least take one quick capture of this. So I'm going to knock off 500 frames. I gotta go change the cable going from the hard drive to the Pegasus power box because I'm having some buffering problems. It's not the hard drive, it's an SSD drive, and it's pretty lightning fast, one of those little palm size SSD drives. So that image ought to be decent. And we'll continue to go back to the rim. Let's see, we're going up to 32 and 210. That's too hot. Let's go down some. All right, and some flaring going on there. And again, I've overexposed the sun so that I can see what's happening on the rim of the sun. And when I image the surface, I process the sun so that I can see both the activity on the rim as well as the sunspots. The scene conditions are kind of rough right now, and just what it is. I'm going to go back up to where that other flare was and take a few more pictures of it. There's not much going on the surface of the sun here, but there is a nice flare that's arcing. It shot up, and then the gravity of the sun's making it, it's pulling it back. Here's an arc here. It's kind of faint to see, but yep. this is the best right here. The best surface activity to image right now, currently. I'm going to try to frame this a little better. I want to go there. Okay, let's stop it right there. And let's bring our exposure down to 110 in about 12 milliseconds. And what the heck was that going by? Should have been imaging. What was that? That's crazy. I'm glad I've got this on YouTube because that's, and Facebook, because that captured it. Wow. I'm going to move my crosshairs there and start knocking off a few pictures. I'm going to put my crosshairs here as a reference so that if the mount should drift, I'll just move it right back into the center of that sunspot between pictures. Well, folks, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you what was going on today solar-wise, give you a sneak view of the sun and the massive amount of solar activity that's going on. One thing about imaging deep space, almost always what you're imaging looks pretty similar, if not exactly the same as it did last year and the year before and the year before and the year before. You might find a few variants, but for the most part, it's pretty predictable. But the sun, that's another story. So during the solar maximums, we often have our electrical grid affected by it. Oh, I don't want to do a time lapse. It's too late in the day and the sun is getting low on the horizon, so at 3 o'clock it's almost too low. I'm using the ASI 174 monochrome camera to do this imaging. So I just knocked off another one, and I'm going to scoot over here and take some flats. And before I forget, I'm going to fill the screen with the sun about there, and then I'm going to defocus about 1,000 steps. I'm going to change the name to flats, and I'm going to take a couple of 500 frames to remove these dust, this mark here, which is on the sensor. This is somewhere else on the optical train. Here's another. Here's another. Let me move the, and let's go ahead and take a quick capture. And what I'll do is I'll subtract this flat frame from my finished image, and it will remove these dust and dirt accumulations that are not part of the sun. There's stuff that's accumulated on my optical train. And no sooner than you clean it, a day later, it's back. All right, let's knock off another one. 2 flats should be enough. It's done, and I'm going to go ahead and bring the focus back. Here we are. I think I'm going to, let's go. What if I could get all of those in this field of view that I have? No, but I can. Let's get this one in, get an image of this. Wrong way, wrong way. Okay. Yeah. This is pretty, this is stuff that you just don't ever see. There's not much on the rim, but let's knock off 500 here. I can get rid of the crosshairs. That's some wild stuff. I'm going to see if I can focus any better. Move it out 10 steps. Let's move it in. Move it in another 10. Let's move it in another 10. Let's leave it right there and let's knock off another 500 frames. And I'm going to scoot this over some more. And then we're going to bring this up here. And let's knock off another 500. Folks, this is just an enormous amount of spotting on the sun. Okay, it's buffering, and that pretty much does it. I'm going to spend some more time this afternoon for the next 30 or 40 minutes anyway until I lose the sun to the trees as it drops in the sky, and take some more pictures. But hope everybody's having a great weekend, and look forward to getting back here tonight, booting up the Rasa, and heading over to some cool nebula and start capturing some pictures. And that's the plan. So catch you later. Check back later tonight, and I'll be imaging probably in the 6:30 to 7 o'clock range. I'll go live. So that's it.